my latest. Hi, this is Olivier. Listen, I just want to do a quick video on like what it means to be great, really. What we're trying to do here in the black box, okay? What I'm trying to do with an amazing programmer. There's two of us. I've incorporated now so I can sue people because at the advice of my lawyer, people are damaging my business and they need to be hunted down and sued. That's one point, okay? I won't say any more about that. But let's say you're happy right now. This is what kills me. People look at a bot that makes 3 or 5% and they go, "Oh, this is great. I've persistent 3 or 5%, no problem." Well, this is not the way I perceive the market. I want greatness. I want huge performance. Okay, you can't guarantee it, but my BBSO had it last year for a few months until people went wacko, and I lost control of mainly a few people that I took to court, had to flee. One of them had to flee from Prague to Russia because uh, it was just destroyed part of my product. But what I'm doing here again with Bbnn, let me explain again. This is a range trader and it is a trend module involved, okay? I've always been the king of range trading. Range trading is the most amazing way to make money. It's not based on Bollinger Band, although I've been very inspired. I've read all of Bollinger's books. But what Bollinger does is, to me, it's old-fashioned, really, when you think about it. I mean, you use a Bell distribution curve, which is nothing new, 20 and 2, and you find most of the distribution in there. And what Bollinger does is try and find breakouts, mainly. I mean, he has a lot of other methods, walking along the band, all that kind of stuff. But what I've done is basically, yes, it's partly based on Bollinger, but everything is optimized. Okay, it adapts to the market. So originally it was handmade, and you can test my original black box. It optimizes anything. There's a video on optimization. There's no fancy self-op that can mess up the uh, testing, etc. You would be amazed if you optimize anything on that. Gold indexes, you will find a curve that will just blow you away. In fact, a lot of robots have been copied because of that. So that is manual. That can take 3 days. I've got a video on how to optimize it. So if you think my system doesn't work, do that. That's the best way to do it. Because the optimizations on the latest system, where I started using self-opt, which is a very clever thing, which was designed by my engineer. So basically it took the black box model, okay, and we use a self-opt. And the self-opt uses 2,000 bars back every 12 hours, optimizes absolutely everything from standard deviation, MAs, includes very complex trend filters, so you don't take contrarian trades, so we don't have some of the problems we had right in the beginning of the first BBSO, which has had 7 updates since, okay, and that is all built in the scalper and does an extremely good job. I have another video showing what it did on Trump night. It's an amazing workhorse. You could make a living just using that. You have to be patient. You don't get trades every day, but that's not what you want. But let me talk about the BBSNN, okay? I've got version 1 up here. I should have version 2 up, but that's I'm on the wrong screen. But still, version 2 has 13 more pairs. It has better. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is, version 2. So you can see what's added on version 2 is we've got it'll give you the spreads, and you can add on less spread. You can add spread. Let's say you can add 2 on Japan sometimes because it gets more spread on the night. So you have this add spread function, and it gives you more averages on spreads, like the max spread it's had, etc. Time this is how the neural decides it's time to trend or it's time to range. Okay, the GMT time is automatic. Okay, look how simple the interface is. This is like an Apple interface. Such a complex program with only very few variables. True range module, max number of orders, you know, as I suggest using my new pyramid scheme, which I'm working on right now. I would put maybe even 3 there. Okay, all right. Now, what I'm trying to do here is something great. At the moment, we're going to have 13 pairs with V2 if basically MT4 would kindly, you know, approve the thing. It's been 10 days. It's passed all the machine tests, etc. So that means okay, you just need a moderator to take time to press on the button. I don't know why he hasn't done it, but somebody tell me. So here we have basically, I am shooting big. I want to shoot big. I want this to be the best I could do. You know, if it's the last thing I do in my life, I don't care how many trolls come, how many people attack me. I've got 70 videos on YouTube. I'll go more and more into it. Last time I became completely transparent with my method. Nobody does that. Everybody is vague. I keep on putting real account snippets, yes, snippets, because my trading is confidential, and we are not allowed, as financial people must know, to guarantee anything. So I can't put my entire real account up there. I don't want to. It might frighten people off. It's a big account. That's how I make my living. It's confidential. It's me. Okay? But I'm putting snippets, as this guy says, and every time he comes up, I put up a snippet, which shows the profit. Very odd, isn't it? So these are very reliable machines if you know how to use them. If you become my friend, if you got my ear, and you're not somebody who's here to irritate me, okay, you'll get everything. I will spend my time. I like helping people. But if you want to confront me, you will get the worst of me. You'll get lawyers, you'll get fines, like this Felipe guys, you'll get banned. You know, no use coming under another server pretending you're somebody else. I will find out. So let the people who actually want to do something with their lives learn how to use a proper EA. Okay, I can talk about other EAs. Do you want to talk about Frankfurter, who's is the favorite EA of my friend X13? Keeps on ranting and raving about it. Well, he stopped for the last 2 weeks because it keeps on losing money. I have it. It stopped. All it does is Swissy. I thought the MT4 rule was that it should be able to use any pair. Well, that EA certainly doesn't. It doesn't optimize properly. He's never said anything on that. He finds excuses for it. So you want to buy that thing that does 2 or 3 Swissy trades that lose you money during the night? Good luck. Good luck with the Swiss pair too. It's a great idea to go in the Swiss pair right now, and all that's happening now. How many people have lost money on Swiss pair? It's sort of that pair that puts you asleep because you think it's going to range for the rest of its life, and all of a sudden it just collapses 20% or something because the Swiss bank can't fight against the euro. Well, you want to do that? Fine. Let's talk about some other EAs if you want. Any EA. I try them all. I buy them all. Any EA on the front page I've compared. In fact, that is what has given me more drive, because when I see some of these EAs that absolutely, I mean, selling at 1,000 something done by a 15-year-old kid trying to get rich quickly. No, that's not what I'm about. We're about a big enterprise. We're about 30 we're about people with 30 years of experience like me, who've worked in the city, who worked in banks, where I had to be number one. When I was at Credit Suisse, every day I was told, if you're not number one, you can be fired. Well, I was there for 9 years, okay? And I never got fired in my life. And I went to Deutsche Bank, and I left in 01, just before the plane crash. I had a guarantee that year. So I think I know what I'm doing, okay? I started my own trading system because I wanted to be free. There's nothing better than not having a boss, being free, trading when you want. Okay, you want to be big? You want to start making 30-40%? That's the aim. Nothing can be guaranteed, but that's the aim. If you're happy with 3 or 4%, I can guarantee you in a few months when the Fed raises, you can buy a bond for that. Or you can even buy a stock on the New York Stock Exchange right now. That will give you 6% yield. So why go under regeneration, this, that, blah, 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 100 things and multiple strategies, whatever. I have pyramiding, which is a very simple strategy if people figure out what I'm trying to do. Apple, Jobs model, simplify things, make it available for people, okay? The price has to be up to control the... I tried to democratize my EAs. I tried to practically give them away, and all I got was people that just spat on me. That's what it was, really. The people who got the lowest prices gave me the hardest time and were terrible. So that's not going to happen again. I'm only interested in people that can understand, have a little bit of education and class, and come from the Western world, I hope. Because unfortunately, my experience with anything else has not been good. So, you want to be great? Okay? You want to go forward with a great project? You want to see a neural shell? You know how much a neural shell will cost? This is a $500 EA. How much do you think a neural shell that is self-thinking, self-optimizing, correcting mistakes that you put on a Sunday and turn off on a Friday and have a look once in a while what's going on will cost? That will cost a lot more than the current price. So either you stick in this system, either you want to go for it, you trust me, and the only way 96% of my sales are done by people calling me on WhatsApp or PMing me. The comments page is rubbish. It's meant to answer questions. That's fine. I have a forum for the ones who have bought the robot and want to have an interesting discussion or discover things that I'm not giving out. I do give snippets. I don't give my correct settings. I do that on purpose. So they can test till they're blue with incorrect settings. That's fine. Okay? Bye-bye.